I didn't want to set up the tripod, so I'm using the selfie stick because I wanted to share with you this recipe to make the best salsa that you can make. But you know where? In your air fryer. For the ingredients of the salsa, I've got a handful of fresh cilantro, 5 good-sized Roma tomatoes. I've got 8 tomatillos, but they're a bit smaller than the Roma tomatoes. I'm going for an equal amount of tomatoes and tomatillos. 1 jalapeno pepper and 1 Anaheim pepper. I'm going to use the juice of a half of lime, 2 cloves of garlic, and a half of a yellow onion. Some salt and pepper, and a 1/4 teaspoon of cumin powder. To roast the vegetables, I'm going to use my Dash air fryer that I've had for a long time. I put a layer of aluminum foil in my air fryer. It helps protect the basket of the air fryer, but also in this case will allow me to save the juices from the roasted vegetables. I'm going to set the temperature for the highest setting on my air fryer. I cut the Anaheim pepper in half because it's a little long for the basket of my air fryer, and I'm only roasting half of the jalapeno and saving half of it to put in fresh because I like that fresh flavor as well. I'm gonna pop it into the air fryer and set it for 5 minutes, and then I'll check and see how it's doing. As you can see, the chilies are nice and blistered all over. I'm going to take them out and put them into a plastic bag and seal it up tight so they can sweat, and I'll be able to take off the skins real easily. I'm going to roast the rest of the vegetables, starting with the tomatillos. I removed the seeds and the skins from the chilies and put them in my food processor. If you like your salsa a little spicier, you can leave the seeds in the jalapenos. I've just got a couple of the tomatillos and the tomatoes to roast. I'll pop them in and get them done. Look at that char on those tomatoes. That's going to add a really nice flavor to our salsa. I'm going to add these to the rest of the vegetables that I've already got cooked. If you've got a larger air fryer, you can probably cook all of your vegetables at the same time. And don't forget the juice that cooked from those vegetables. That's going to add a really nice taste. Now we just have to add our fresh ingredients. I've got a little bit of the fresh onion, 1 clove of fresh garlic, that half a jalapeno that I've de-seeded. And again, if you want spicier, you can leave the seeds in. In fact, you can use more chilies if you want your salsa spicier. I've got the lime juice that I squeezed from the half of lime. Again, we're going to use salt and pepper to taste, an 1/8 or 1/4 teaspoon of cumin, according to your own preference. We've got all the ingredients in the food processor. Let's give it a whirl. Oh my God, I wish you could smell this. It smells incredible. This is such a fun salsa to make. Okay, that was so fast to make, but now I gotta try a bite. Look at that, all chunky. Really, so good. Tart from the tomatillo, garlic, cilantro, all those tastes that we love in a salsa. It's so easy, really, in your air fryer.